Hello Internet and welcome to Civilization 5 part 29? Not 100% sure on that because it's been a while since I last recorded. Also, if I'm either very erratic, like my mood swings a bit and I punch the mic, and or just very lethargic today, I basically got an hour's sleep because of the election, which, I mean, this is going out I think actually on New Year's, so happy new decade of Tories, people. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Also, you now have 2020 vision. I do not. Try to be nice to people this year, because I need more of that. What are we? That was a bit of a weird. See, if I just go off on weird tangents like that, is because I'm very tired and I'm kind of operating a bit on adrenaline, I think, and I'm just a bit. It's just a bit surreal at the moment because it just doesn't feel like this should be what's happening, and it doesn't feel like anything that would make sense. It feels like the writers of the thick of it wrote this, so I'm hoping we're heading for a nice uplifting season finale. But you know, the doom and gloom's kind of exciting, isn't it? Once you remove all compassion and actual content. Right, I'm gonna just get on with this because this is not breaking bollocks. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about on that, which has probably gone out before this anyway, so whatever. Hope you enjoyed anniversary special, by the way, because I certainly did not at the time. So last time, I'm trying to remember what we did quite a bit. Yeah, we conquered Korea, and I'm not sure we killed Japan that time. I think we killed Japan the time before. Conquered basically everything Korea had. We did have a massive unhappiness problem because Seoul has a huge population. You know, that was getting to the point where it was very likely that one of our cities was going to cede to, I think, China's the most influential of us still. Maybe not, I don't know, that might change. Especially once I nom them up because we're at war with them now. But I'll get to that. We gifted them to Brazil because I was planning, because Mongolia declared war on the Uruguay, to give parts of Mongolia to the Uruguay and parts of Korea to Brazil, because it's sort of like spreading them out evenly. But then I got this policy, I think it was universal suffrage, that basically, I think it halves unhappiness that specialists in cities give, and I have a lot of specialists because I have a lot of cities, so that just boosts our happiness massively to the point where I think we have the biggest in the game now. Oh yeah, so then we did go to war with Mongolia. We had to take back a few places. I think it was just mainly Onondaga. I don't think anyone took Ulundi to get that off the Mongolians. We just gave that straight back and liberated that. We took parts of Mongolia for ourselves though. They did give us a peace treaty. We weren't going to drop a nuke on them, but it's sort of, they gave us this in a peace treaty and that was far easier. Plus I wanted to drop a nuke on someone else and I was getting a bit bored of that war. Also, Brazil's definitely going to declare war on me, but honestly, Jesus, how many cannons do you need? Okay, well I have got some people here just in case, but Starstuff might be a bit fucked in that case, but it has, I think, the highest defense in the game. I might want to just think about like buying it an arsenal or something. We have a huge economy still. We are in a golden age, can't dismiss that. Even though we're not using mercenary trade routes, so that's great. We're basically doing great, although Alexander stole the World Congress from us. He bought out one of my allies at the last moment so that he would have the exact same amount of seats on me when it came to the vote, and since he already was the host, he would get the leadership. But now I'm well ahead of him and he's still leader, so I hope that when we do the world leader proposal, which is after this session, yeah, this the United Nations now, by the way, because I reached the information era. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get control of that at some point, but it doesn't look like there's a threat there. We're just conquering random places for fun now, because China didn't even do anything. I just wanted to test out a nuke. By the way, we have loads of nukes, so if anyone fucks with us, just nuke them. Although, I don't know where most of them have gone. Where have our nukes gone? There's one over here. Okay, well maybe I should fly one back over to here, because I don't think we need all of these. You just fly back to Sparta, because we need one to take out Athens. Also, this is worth noting just quickly, we're doing the CN Tower, which gives us a broadcast tower in every city, and I'm not sure which level it's at. One of our things to do with freedom gives us plus 33% culture through all broadcast hours. So that could give us like a massive, I think it's also a tourism boost, a massive chance of actually getting a cultural victory, which I've never gotten with this many players. I did briefly discuss getting a conquest victory, but I think there's still too many, and I'm just hoping I get to the end of this without taking on Arabia, because they have really built up quite an empire here. I mean, I think mine's still way bigger, it's just sort of, it's a hassle, you know? Anything... Oh, Suleiman made peace with Sydney. I think that's because I became an ally of them again and I'm not at war with Suleiman. I think that was the one that Greece stole off me to get the World Congress. Or the United Nations now. Yeah, we did nuke Beijing, by the way. I'm not sure if we said that. So that might be a bit fucked up for the next while, but we should be able to take it like very soon. Because we have rocket artillery here, and plus regular artillery and loads of infantry, so that should be fine. Plus it's, I mean, a lot of these places have relatively low defense compared to us. I did also briefly discuss, I mean, especially if Brazil does just declare war on me over here, because this looks like an army that they're ready to invade with. We also established a city connection between Drift and Rome. It was right next door, but it just didn't have a road. Yeah, if they do attack me here, I'm more than willing just to go take Seoul and Busan back, because I kind of deserved them in the first place. Well, not that I deserve any of this, because I conquered it all, but some of them were being dicks. China, to be honest, did nothing. They declared war on me like centuries ago, and I just fancied a test site for a nuclear weapon. But you know, I'm not a bad person. Now, Cowland. We were doing a lot of places with the international games. However, that's 67% complete, and we are well over our target for that. So I think we should we'll leave a few places doing that in the background, but I think we'll now just focus on doing other things. So, like doing science or tourism stuff, actually. That would be great. From world wonders, natural wonders and improvements, 50% of culture, and is added to the tourism output of the city, and tourism output from great works has increased. So, but I don't think we actually have any great works or wonders or anything here that would do that, so not really worthwhile. Yeah, let's just get a research lab here. I think we should just get research labs in a bunch of places. Right, I need to think about where I'm placing my nukes just quickly. So one outside Athens, just in case. I believe, where'd they gone? Ah, they're down here. Yeah, I believe this one's headed up to Mecca, just to stay outside there, just in case Arabia kicks anything off, because they're pretty big and they kind of scare me a bit. Also, they took Berlin, sadly. Not really much I can do about that, but Germany's not really done much for me. I mean, loads of people were allies with me, but that all ended at some point when the Ottomans decided to be dicks, and I decided to take them up on that, and people didn't like that. And then I took over everything. Okay, now let's just begin bombarding these guys. By the way, I would upgrade things to rocket artillery, except you need aluminium for that, and that is weirdly rare. Like, I cannot actually find it. I don't know where it actually is on the map. It would be really great to have more of it, but I just can't actually find where it is really. It's really bizarre for that just to not appear anywhere. I think we have got some somewhere in Africa, but it's sort of, you need aluminium for a lot of the later units. So yeah, there's some aluminium down here. We could potentially get that just by like expanding borders over here. There might be more in the Americas that I'm missing, because I haven't actually expanded much here, unlike like everywhere else. I don't know, we're about to get satellites, so we should see everything at once with that. That's kind of cool. Also, just worth checking if we want to just get a new ally over here. Potentially could snipe that off next turn, because we're just getting loads of money coming in constantly. Cargo ship here. See, we're not getting as much money from Korea anymore, but I think, yeah, Indonesia is still putting out loads of money here. So, I mean, they don't like us, but we're fine with them. They should do loads of damage. Yeah, that's fucked. So we might take all of China, who knows. It is honestly all up for grabs. And China didn't even actually do anything to piss me off, so maybe I should stop being such a warmonger. Maybe people have a point about me warmongering, but you know, potato, potato. Also, these guys are on guard. I should probably take them off that. There's only 2 of them here, but they can just begin getting some damage in on Shanghai. Only really if we can get visibility though. Although, I'm not sure if we get like visibility of everywhere with satellites, or if that's just that the whole map's revealed. But it would be cool if we could basically just spy on everyone and what they're doing everywhere because of satellites. Okay, so this one, you're just gonna wait until we decide that we want to kill Greece. However, that could destroy that holy site. But you know, we could sort of just drop it over there. I think that would be okay. Because that would still get Athens. It wouldn't be a direct hit, but it would still get Athens and some of the surrounding area without encroaching on our own territory. I don't know, what's the range on that? Like, what's the blast radius, basically? But looks of it, it does go out to 2 tiles, but yeah, we'll see. I might not actually have to fire it, it's just sort of an insurance policy. Yeah, we have got one to keep Delhi in check. Yeah, whatever. And we might, I think we were sending a carrier over to South America, just vaguely, to keep an eye on them just in case, but I'm not sure where that carrier's gone off to. This one seems to be, I'm not sure where this is going. I'm not honestly thinking out much of my attacks, I'm just sort of going, oh, we could conquer that if we wanted to. I think we're going to get a victory before we really need to. Also, Wittenberg's going to help us out here, that's great. They might actually be able to take Shanghai for us, basically. And Sydney as well. They have got a city in the north, not sure what that would be, maybe Nanjing. Milan is an army, that's great. New unit from Banza Congo. They are now friends with me. Also Milan, how am I with Milan? Banza Congo, they have 122 over. It's not really worth spending money to get that amount of influence, but however, Kazil though, I think I could probably earn their alliance. There, that's great. Then we have someone down there just to, well, get visibility of the area, but also just sort of get more resources, get more territory. Because city-states do basically just act in a favour and also just get more votes in the World Congress, so that's great. You guys, Med 6, I think. That would be good. Just attack these guys. Probably spend your attack somewhere else. Yeah, just attack Beijing, why not? We might actually be able to save our attack from our rocket artillery for someone else. Now we have Beijing, Chinese capital I believe. Oh, not quite. Okay, maybe I should have fired first there with my rocket artillery, but nothing I can do now I don't think. Fire on the infantry around here just to get away through. Attack these guys. Putting up a surprising fight if I'm honest. We just need visibility of Shanghai. Keep these guys healing there. Oh, we're still to convert much of this to railroad. And I honestly think we could. I mean, not you guys, but we could build some more cargo ships. And then, well, we got surplus when the golden age ends. And, you know, we can just build endless roads and railroads and stuff. But they might be best placed actually improving resources because just building endless railroads is not really that worth it now. These guys should definitely have a lighthouse. These guys should definitely have a workshop. And these guys should definitely have a university. I mean, there's unworked incense there, but to be honest, we're not going to use that. I'm just trying to find any aluminium about, because if we have some somewhere in our empire, we could really do with it. I mean, you can use recycling centres to get extra aluminium. Maybe that's why it's quite rare. Also, Mongolia captured my great prophet last time and I'm annoyed about that. I mean, at least it's still spreading Satanism, but they might not use it, they might just kill it or just keep it about somewhere. Chinese great musician just here. Well, you may want to have a look at what's going on back home, but I just cannot see any aluminium anywhere. New Rome would be the other place maybe. Yes, but we're already mining it, so... well, if you want, you can just start building railroads from Firebolt, because we could use a big railroad down there through the Sahara. That would be quite useful, I think. And we have a mobile SAM here that I think the Congo gifted us. I mean, we may as well move that in, because I think Shanghai has bombers, and that would be quite useful for taking that out if it started attacking us. They don't seem to have used it yet, even though they definitely could. I don't know, maybe that's what attack these guys. Yeah, whatever. It was Arabia's ally anyway, so fuck off. Yeah, no. I'm gonna say 7 gold for my silver. Your offer is generous. Yeah, they are attacking these guys with a bomber. So probably not the best position there. Oh well though. It's distracting them at least. Peace treaty expired with who? Xizhong. I don't think I really need to do anything with them. And just fire on this great position because we really do not care. And you guys can just get an instant heal. And probably just take Beijing. Solid. Annex. 11 and happiness. I'll have to wait a little while for the fallout to go away and repair things. And you guys can move on to Shanghai. Just move a bit closer. Now these guys have visibility. They can fire on these guys. To mine on that uranium. Paratroopers. Still moving. Just about. We should really get some workers up here to fix this stuff, but probably once we're done with the war. Still not entirely sure why I declared it, but yeah. Beijing, just when you're ready, do a courthouse. Maybe just don't launch nukes in the future. It's almost as if they're weapons of mass destruction or something. I feel like it's just, if you want to take that city, then it's not really going to do you much good. If you want to just like cripple a country's economy, sure. I mean, mainly it's just sort of a fear tactic and it's not really working because, I don't know, people already hate me so much. Yeah, fuck off. Maybe it's beginning to have a slight effect now that I've actually used one. I don't think any of them are actually scared. And they keep using that fucking bomber. Means that artillery is now fucked. And those guys, right, well they never really stood a chance, did they? Oh, and Sydney's getting quite a battering over here. But we have taken their capital, so we kind of already won the war. Using grasp on Hanoi, I should probably fix that in a sec. And just give these guys a gift. Just go for 500 rather than overkill. So we gave them gold support, which I think gives us extra support this time. And these guys can just fire on the munitions again, because we really do not care about the cost of anything that we're doing or how it's affecting the world. I feel like some other people can deal with them. Paratroopers can charge on ahead and become some cannon fodder over here, but one more bomber fodder. And we do have some mobile SAMs here to take out the bombers, so that should be slightly better. I mean, it won't destroy it completely, but it means that if it does attack, it's damaging itself at the same time. Okay, so now put Sam to go for a public school. I feel like just basically everywhere that's not got something specific that they need, just go for something sciencey. Definitely pushing in on Shanghai here. These guys are moving in with us. Andy has entered the modern era. It's not a complete disaster yet. They still need to enter the atomic era, which, to be honest, I don't know if anyone has done other than me, and I'm in the information era now. To get nukes, and I would be really worried if Gandhi got nukes, but to be honest, I think I'm going to win before that anyway, so should be alright. I don't think I'd get victory in this. No, I might win next episode, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes, because I sometimes get a lot done in one episode, sometimes it's just sort of plodding through time. But it's just sort of, if it is science victory, waiting for that to happen by just doing various texts, which might take a while. I mean, diplomatic victory might be the best. Greek coup in Sydney failed, which probably means that they've actually lost influence. Yeah, they tried to overthrow us, but see, I think that's what they did last time. They didn't actually buy them because their economy's gone to shit since we went to war with them. They're just trying to actually install their own government there, basically, by doing coups, but sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, and you need more experienced spies to do that well. Although it looks like that bomber is now gone. It might have gone up north to their other city. Tusky can fire again on an enemy, that being the great musician. But we have now killed. Their music shall never be heard. I think they were trying to do a concert tour, but they probably arrived. They probably set off before we declared war and was like, oh, our capital city's been nuked by the ones that we're just doing a concert tour for. Yeah, let's get out of here, as they stop firing rockets at them. But you know, that's all fine. You guys can just move in here and actually just guard, if I'm honest. Okay, you guys just mine a victory here. They still have got a bomber there. I just couldn't see the city at the time. They have actually got some infantry, Great War infantry around. They're not all riflemen, so I couldn't exactly see their whole military when I started this thing, but I should be right. Just go for Research lab. Maestro, is a cargo ship too much to ask here? Cargo ship is free transit, may as well get that. Just may as well, like, absolutely boost our economy by doing cargo ships. Also for when the Golden Age ends, which will be soonish. A new ideology adopted. I'm guessing, yeah, it's India has adopted order. Of course they fucking have. Along with Korea, that sort of holds with their alliance, and I'm trying to remember who else went for order. I think it might have been Arabia, but they might have actually been forced to change that because our influence is quite widespread. Yeah, they have order there, but civil resistance. In Korea, they have a revolutionary wave because of all the order. They have dissidents in Polynesia because of autocracy, and Greece also went for that. They have dissidents as well. They are going hard against Sydney up here. I did not actually expect them to do that much. They might actually have 2 cities up here, I'm not sure. But I mean, at some point they may just capitulate and go, okay, we'll just give you a city, what do you want? Until then, I'm just going to keep conquering because I need someone to test a nuclear weapon. You know, it's sort of like, you got to fire at least one nuclear weapon before you win this, right? And I don't want it to have much consequence, and China seemed like someone sort of like, yeah, it would make sense if I could just have this bit of territory here just to get through to this bit. So I really want to know who Brazil's at war with, because they're clearly going somewhere. Just to put my mind at ease. Mongolia. Oh, they're coming to Mongolia still. Oh, that's cute. They take a while to get around, don't they? Fuck Turfs has just finished its courthouse, which means that we can now go for a let's go for a factory there. Actually, I'm just gonna send workers just ahead of time, just to Caroline for the moment, and then they can move on to this once we finish the war, which hopefully will be relatively soon. These guys can just finish off these guys there, move in there. You can just stalemate with these guys, unfortunately. I think we should just get Athens. I mean, I'll wait, because I think it's a bit insane to try and do loads of things at once and just declare war on everyone, because it would really stretch my forces. Plus, I'm not sure how much, also nice, I'm not sure how much my happiness can help it, can stand taking all these cities. So I'll just wait on that, but I think it would be really helpful just to get Athens as just sort of, it's just sort of bridging the gaps in my territory. I mean, I can't really do that across the Atlantic, but I can, you know, I want a sort of clear route. I mean, I might want to get Karakorum at some point. I want a sort of clear route across my empire wherever I'm going. So China's an obstacle to that. Greece is obviously an obstacle to that. Other than, I mean, I'm not going to be able to link up New Rome at all, but that's just how things go. Unless I found a city there, which would be madness. And we also have some artillery coming up from here. Oh, we have some more rocket artillery. I didn't actually realise this was arriving. There's still quite a bit actually coming up here. Harun al-Rashid has entered the atomic era. I believe that is the first person other than myself to enter the atomic era. That does sound some alarm bells, because they could do the Manhattan Project, and they're honestly my biggest rival right now. But you know, just a cheeky nuke could just stop all that very easily. We're just going around Australia right now because there's a lot of territory that we can't move through here. You want peace? Not unless you're willing to give me a city. And Guangzhou will have to be it. I mean, are you willing to give me Guangzhou? No, well, then you don't get a peace treaty, because if I'm not gaining anything from it, then I'm not going to sign the deal. I want at least Shanghai just to have a sort of clear route to the rest of my empire, although a lot of my infantry are dying. We should be fine. We'll just have to rebuild. But we get like trade routes and stuff, we should be fine for the money. Yeah, let's start building up military again. I think for a war with Greece, just taking Athens basically would be it. I mean, they'd still have their islands over here, but to be honest, not interested in them. They would maybe harass Yerevan, although they're kind of surrounded by Arabia, so they should be fine. Losing Rasp and Leventa. Well, they were only my friends anyway. And we have now just discovered the whole map.
The sky seemed almost alien.
So we can now build our first spaceship part. A great scientist has been born in Star Stuff. We can see everywhere now. So, any important information. So we have Guangzhou here now. We did know about that from the peace treaty that they were offering. Nothing new here actually, because a lot of this is just frozen waste up here. But worth looking for any aluminium up here just in case. And whether anyone else has done it. aluminium anywhere. I think it might just be a case of getting recycling centres, in which case we're going to be a bit stretched, because that's sort of built for empires a lot smaller than mine, because you can only have 5 in your entire empire, and I could have a lot more. I think it should just be like 1 per city. So Guangzhou is actually quite out of the way. I don't actually need that. They can hold on to that if I finish off Shanghai. Other than that, anything of note? I mean, yeah, there's some cities over here that I didn't know about. Melbourne, just learnt about. Any natural wonders? I think I already discovered all of them. Some things over here that I don't think I knew about. To be honest, I don't think I discovered very much. Discovered that they've got Philadelphia up here, and Indonesia still conquered that, so I'm not sure they're still at war. And also discovered what's in between New Rome and Delhi. Vijay. I'm not going to try that. Okay, well I didn't actually learn that much, but also that Arabia's got even more cities there, so joy. Firebolt. Right, so I am going to just start working on, oh wait, Hubble Space Telescope. Where's the best place to build that? Probably Mad, definitely. And just start building units wherever I can. So here's the best units that I've got right now. Just be our regular infantry, I believe. What do we need for... We need aluminium, so we need to actually conserve our aluminium for that. So these guys can start working on recycling center, and we can just start working on spaceship parts. To be honest, I might just go straight for that. But next technology, I mean, nothing actually on the bottom here pertains to anything we'd really need, because jet fighters require aluminium, modern R requires aluminium, all of these things require aluminium. Great Firewall I really don't need. Helicopter gunship, again aluminium. These guys are really just not worth it. So advanced ballistics with nuclear missiles, which would also give us SS boosters, so that's good. Mobile tactics, which should give us mechanized infantry as well as access to particle physics and the SS engine. Although we do actually need computers to move into nanotechnology, which would give us the SS stasis chamber. So maybe we should just you know what, no, advanced ballistics, because you need 3 SS boosters. What do these guys give it? Doubles tourism output, that could be good. And 1 additional delegate in the world for every spy as a diplomat in another civilization capital. I don't actually have a lot, I have no diplomats because I've just used them in city-states to rig elections, but we'll use advanced ballistics. Might be able to upgrade some things to nuclear missiles rather than atomic bombs, which means that they'd be able to go a lot further and I think do more damage, which would be great. Not if you live anywhere that I'm about to nuke, but you know. These guys cannot fire yet. Oh, we don't actually have visibility at the moment. That is frustrating. These guys just move in. Now we do. You're fucked now. 1 shot from these guys and yeah, absolutely gone. These guys can maybe come up behind and get a safe attack in next turn. In all honesty, I'm ready to end the war as soon as this is done. Let's just alert here, if I'm honest. We can get some more infantry coming up here, and they should be surrounded very, very soon. I mean, honestly, Beijing's probably the best place to go for you guys just to start. Oh, we got Alan Turing. We can discover a technology for an awful lot of points. You know what, actually at this point I feel like discovering technology outweighs getting economic. That sort of builds up over time, but now since we're nearing the end game, we may as well just discover technology straight away like that.
Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men.
So advanced ballistics straight away. Might want to just go back and get combined arms and computers. Might just be worth it. We might want to push on to Guangzhou if they're being... I mean, they don't really have any other bargaining chips, because this has just got deer and iron, so... you know, this is literally a shithole, so I may as well just leave that because it's just a frozen tundra wasteland. That's just not worth my time. But Shanghai, definitely worth my time. Okay, so just some more fighting going on. I should have a slightly better bonus on flanking now because there's more infantry up here, but also I can just outnumber them now. So I don't need so many people to sort this out. International games is done. Free social policy, tourism increased by 100% for 20 turns, Plus 3 happiness, one-time increase of 30 influence of city-states, and plus 3 happiness again. Free social policy, let's decide what that will be. So we can have either of level 3 things. Level 1, we've got creative expression, plus 1 culture from each great work. Chance of, I don't recollect, I do recollect some, but it never fails, so. Economic union, 3 gold from trade, no. Media culture, plus 34% tourism, I think that's probably my best bet. Also, maybe get spaceship parts with gold next, but to be honest, just going to wait until I've actually got the ability to buy a lot of them. And now a lot of places will be free for production. Incidentally, we have a bunch of money right now. I think I can just upgrade my nuclear weapons into... Can I not? Oh, that's sad. But where might I want to nuke? New Rome would be a great place to have that. I mean, there's loads of places I could, but it's just sort of... meh. Where's it actually worth it? Okay, great builder. I think we should just get recycling centers wherever possible just to build up aluminium, but do not waste it on units because I need it for other things. Actually, cargo ships again, just for money. Vegemite. I'll just get a cheeky little nuke. No, maybe not. Recycling center. You guys, research lab. Just get public school. Public school as well. Bumfish, are you in a position to build cargo ships? Yes. Great. Milton Keynes, what are you best doing? I would say, getting production was windmill, I guess. Gobble gobble, just get a public school. Roast, get a factory. Truffso, get a public school. You guys get another cargo ship, please. Just get a factory here. Also just get a monument here, that's a really basic building. Oh, you cheeky little fuckers. Either I didn't see that there before, or no, that must have been there for a while. Okay, I might have to take out Argos as well. Yeah, I think Greece is my next target. Like walls, if I'm honest, just for some defense. Drift, get a factory. Rocket artillery here now. You are absolutely boned. Okay, so if anyone can make a shot at Shanghai, it would be you here, but you are very low on health. I think you could do it. It's worth a shot. Yes, we did it. Annex that. And now we have most of China. I mean, I'm willing just to go peace to you now. Okay. Well, that's peace with China then. And now I can get focused on sorting everything else out. Okay, so I want to move my entire army down to Greece now, and we should just be sorted then. I mean, if I take out Athens and Argos, they can't really make money to bribe people to say they're ally. I just hang back a bit though, because I might want to send a nuclear weapon in first. Most people just heal just for a little bit first. There were some people that were already coming up that no longer need to as well. Karakoram 26, great. Fucking arseholes, just pushing around city states. I've never actually demanded tribute from a city state in my entire time playing Civ, which proves that I'm the good guy as I invade every country in the world. Yeah, I usually don't do this, but it's sort of like, why not? You know, we're doing it serious, may as well make it dramatic. Genghis Khan have made peace with Brazil. Someone's become ally of Kathmandu or something. Losing grasp on some people, I'll get to that in a sec. 37 cities, so... I mean, if we can close the gap to 40 cities, that would be great. Also, new social policy. These aren't really worth that much. I mean, that one might be worth it, but... out of all of these, just may as well do space procurements just so, I mean, I have a great economy, I can just buy spaceship parts as soon as I have the aluminium to do so. Well, actually I can just buy a recycling centre, can't I? But first I should just fix allies. We are also out of a golden age, sadly, so our economy is slightly worse. A lot of it's just like no longer friends stuff, yeah, because they have 308 more influence than me there. Can you do a cargo ship here? Because we might be able to open up a new market here. Arabian the Ottomans now, friends. Not sure if they were before, but that's just really annoying. I mean, if we can get Mbanta Congo off of Greece, then we'd have just like a clear run here. And we have 3,000, so we could basically buy, I think, almost any city-state apart from maybe Vancouver, because 306 is too much. I don't know how Greece keeps getting influence with these people. I mean, I know they keep it for longer, but it's sort of... I mean, I guess they still do have Athens and their second biggest city, so they're gonna be alright. Mongolia stole electricity. Oh dear. How terrible for national security that Mongolians stole the secrets of electricity whilst I'm about to do combined arms and doing nuclear missiles and stuff, but you know, whatever. You know what, I'm gonna buy a few recycling centres and then just start doing some SS things. Not SSs and that, but you know, whatever. Actually, by nuclear missiles we can do that slowly over time, but nuclear missile, where are we gonna buy one? I think best place would probably be New Rome, just in case anyone decides to attack that at any point. We have a backup plan. See, I don't actually know the range of it. I mean, it can move around a bit, but I think Roast might actually be best place. Or maybe Batman? Put one there. Why not? Or can we bring them up on that issue? We demand that you see spying. Yeah, fuck off, whatever. May as well do a recycling centre up here. Oh, we're all out of trade routes for that, so... You know what, I think? Nuclear submarine. Market, I suppose, because that's very basic. Seeing as I think we should be ready within 10 turns at least, may as well just ask these guys if they want to declare war on Greece. They might already be at war. Maybe not? No. They're afraid of me, oh no. Fair, okay, mate. But like, that's neutral. Well, let's try Brazil then. They're still guarded and their friendship. They're our friend anyway, but... Are they? No, they're not even our ally anymore, so fuck you. You're not gonna stay loyal after I give you 2 of the biggest cities in the game. Why do I even bribe people? So the question is whether I drop this on Athens or Argos. I think Athens probably. I mean, it's got the higher defense. It's just a little bit too close. We're now culturally influential of Korea by the looks of things. It does look like they've got a fairly large military though. I'm not sure what half of these even are. How do you get hussars? It must be something to do with their city-state allies, I think. Yeah, oh, we've got a great artist. They know the secret. Yeah, it's from Mbanda Congo. And I could maybe buy that out. But we now have a nuclear missile. Now, I'm not going to launch this anywhere. That can go quite the distance. And it can't quite reach Istanbul from here, but like, I could reach where I want to with this, especially if I had a carrier. I mean, just like buy a recycling centre or whatever. Now we can at least begin production on our SS boosted cockpits. They do take quite a while though. Maybe work on the cockpit here? I feel like that's like a good symbolic thing to work on the cockpit there. We can work on other stuff elsewhere. Right, so we could start a golden age with these guys, or we could create great work. You know what? Martin Johnson Heed, creating great work. Quite nice. I mean, I think the golden age would be worth more to us strategically, but you know, whatever. It's just nice to have art. Also, we need everyone we can up here because there is a lot to repair. Because who knew when you nuke something, it kind of breaks shit. That's gonna take forever for you to get anything. Just walls, just so that you don't get taken. Wales. Maybe start on a library. And we have to assign our delegates now. So we have 28 delegates. Brazil, I believe, is going for freedom. Yeah, we have the same ideology there. Yeah, their top choices, they would enact a ban on cotton and enact world ideology. I think freedom's likely to pass here. I'm going to put a lot of my weight behind it because I really want it to pass. And I'm going to put some weight behind saying no to that. Maybe a bit more. And I think we should commit delegates then. See what happens.
The root of the evil is not
both of them failed.
new,
Crap.
more dreadful weapons. It is the spirit of conquest.
Lovely quote there from, I'm presuming, a German person. Greece went hard against that. We had a fair few years, but if I'd put all my weight behind it, maybe it would have done better. But I think even then, nah. And this also didn't pass. Mainly because of me. I maybe should have put less behind that because it didn't. Oh, it looked actually quite popular, so maybe. But at the next session in 15 turns, might not be this episode, not sure. We should be able to become host, and then we'll have even more seats. So we'll turn, just gonna go for a stock exchange, public school, new research, right, computers next, and our nuclear missile could nearly hit Istanbul from here. I think it's going to be a stretch wherever it is, but I can hit a lot of places that I might want to. Maybe I'll just move our bazooka a little bit further in. or actually over to Sparta. That might be good. Delegation played a part in the failure of a proposal on the World Congress. I do not take such transactions lightly. Well, you made my thing fail, so fuck you. Now, last second, before I do declare war on anyone, I've got a fair chunk of money left, so if there's anyone that I might want to just keep... No, that's too much. If there's anyone that I might just want to keep as friends, these guys are optimal position. Allies now. Banda Congo. It'd be great if we could get you guys, but we'll just have to wear it down over the next few turns. Just go for a research lab, yes. Public school, bank, sure why not. Beijing, we can, well it needs a library first. We can now rename this. Ooh, we have the porcelain tower now, that's cool. Let's just go for test site 1. And Shanghai, Ohai. Establish more trade routes. Samoa I think is the best bet here, yep. Hereafter made peace with Genghis Khan. I didn't actually realise they were still at war, that was probably a big problem, but they couldn't really get through there anyway, so that's good that they're no longer at war. Yeah, whatever. You noticed our relationship with Wittenberg, you know, for like centuries, whatever. Go away. And once we get Argos, I mean, they have a few things down here. Okay, they do have a fair few islands here, but I don't know. I can't really actually attack that very well because they probably have a huge navy there. So hopefully that doesn't affect us too badly, and we just don't go there. We might be able to get like a free city offered them just for mercy. Ooh, we have to scrub Fallout. So maybe be a bit more careful about where we use nuclear weapons, but we've got a lot of stuff to repair. This is sort of what happens when you keep going to war and don't clean up after yourself. Just go for a bank for the moment. I want to leave the SS boosters to places with good production. You guys can just get a market. By the way, just gonna quickly move these guys back at the soonest opportunity, because they will be in the blast radius otherwise, and they are a major unit for taking out Athens. Maybe not the best idea having them on the front line, but the artillery is just what arrived here first, and a lot of our infantry died in China, so... Hereafter made peace with Xizang. I didn't know how many people were at war with him, but to be honest, I'm kind of shielding them anyway in the most part. Disagreements with Xizang. I mean, in principle, sure, why not? I think they're mainly just still down here, so... Although they might have some bits stuck up here. Hopefully that's alright. I won't actually go to war actively with them, unlike like every other war I've done. But yeah, Brazil can do that if they want to. It's just sort of saying, oh, we're at war, because fuck Korea. Yeah. Don't upgrade these guys to rocket artillery, because we really do need to conserve the aluminium for our spaceship. You guys just go for a public school, why not? Yes, a factory, sure, why not? I think that is all our trade routes now. I think Karakorum's going to be the best place for you, although a whole other market opened up just from going here, but a lot of them are quite shit. So Karakorum's our best bet there. Let's see if we can buy out Banda Congo just a little bit more. We are worth waiting for 1,000 gold, so we may as well. Also Bazooka. I forgot we actually have this entire area here that would be really useful for assaulting them, so maybe just spread yourself out a bit more. Some infantry just here, seemingly randomly. And if we get those 2 cities, and we might be able to get more if they give us some in peace treaty, we will, apart from city-states, have the entire Indian subcontinent, which is great. And what's going on over here? I think, I've not really been paying attention to what's going on with other people, but I think Polynesia and the Ottomans are kind of going back and forth. America we are now influential of. We might actually get culture victory, especially if the main places are Greece and India, where we are only exotic, and we are familiar in Arabia as well. Yeah, so there are some places that we need to get a bit more, but Pate is building the CN tower, and that should be done in 5 turns. And that puts a broadcast tower in every city. We also have a social policy that gives us plus 33%. I think it's tourism or culture output from broadcast tower, but that should really help us. Also, a great merchant. I think the first great merchant I've actually seen from, like, apart from doing Venice, that is Shah Jahan. Now they can do trade missions where they massively improve relations and get a fuck ton of gold in the process by going somewhere. So let's just try that out on Sophia, why not? I think it says gobs of gold, I think it's like a few thousand. And our carrier has arrived here, meaning that we could, if we wanted to, attack Mecca. Or Damascus. Damascus is actually bigger, as well as a few other cities if we wanted to, but we just got the one atomic bomb, so that's just a safety thing. Indian spies stole dynamite from us. You know what, I'm not worried, we're doing computers, you know, go to sleep there and lie in wait in case they become arseholes. Well, they already are arseholes, but in case they decide to attack me anyway. Also, we have a bunch of uranium, so that's good. We can build either nuclear plants or even more nuclear weapons because you can never have enough. We could construct a custom house, which also makes a lot of money, but this is far more worthwhile at this point in the game. Just might take us a while to do. And Matty's actually, a lot of the city states now are actually very good, but some are is better. You just want to try buying out these guys just ahead of time. We're very close. Now my ally again, and so they're not going to attack us. Sophia, this will improve relations with them, although they're allied to Polynesia anyway, so that doesn't matter. Do you want to build the Pentagon somewhere? Or actually build the SS booster here. Test site 1. Try university, please. Okay, I think that is nearly everyone. Oh, I don't actually have to wait, because these guys aren't allies of Greece, so we can declare war on those guys next turn. I believe that means that we can launch our atomic bomb at these guys if we are not within 2 tiles of them, because I believe that is the blast radius. I think we can do this. And why not? Yes! That may take out that holy site, but whatever. Yes! What's that done to the population? Oh, 8. It has damaged some around things. I thought it killed everyone in the radius, but nearly. Can you guys not fire there? Oh, I think it's that we need visibility. You guys, go ahead. Athens should be ours very quickly. Can anyone get there in 1 turn? I do not think so. May as well just attack them again though, just to make sure that they are absolutely dead. These guys can fire on these guys. These guys can move in now, and so can you. And we should have this in the bag. Great General's been born in Firebolt. They no longer get names because I think they've run out of them, because I've been doing quite a bit of war. I think you'd best focus on these guys. I don't think you guys can hit any units, or maybe those guys. Influential Germany now. And we haven't even got the CN. I mean, we might actually end up doing this through console victory. I doubt it will be this episode, but we're getting there quickly, and we're gonna severely damage. I mean, I think Arabia would be the main place holding out there. But if we get broadcast towers in every city in 3 turns, I think it's within possibility. Open borders with Brazil, I'm cool with that. It's within our interest at least. I mean, kind of. I mean, we're never even gonna go over there, but whatever. You know, you won't be our ally, but... Okay, so Alexander has made peace with Suleiman, basically showing that he's taking this seriously. What is going on over here? Oh, Yerevan's attacking them. Bit of pushback from these guys, but to us it's nothing. They are trying to surround us here, but we have a lot of units, so they might find it a bit difficult. Some trade routes plundered. Hong Kong! We should watch out for them. They're right next to Samoa, which is like my biggest trading partner, so I wasn't looking out for them, I was looking for what was closest to my military. Right.
Computers are like Old Testament gods. Lots of rules and no mercy.
Great musician has been born in the city of Alberton. Now please have a name. You said Haydn! Fun. Okay. Haydn was classical, so I might actually be able to play this. That would have been like 1700, so they've definitely been dead for 150 years. Not a particularly recognisable one that I know at least, but he kind of moved things on from like back and stuff from the Baroque period to more tuneful stuff rather than just continuing bashing at harpsichord. I mean, I'm simplifying a lot here, but I mean, Athens is fucked. Although, interestingly, doesn't seem to be any fallout from my atomic bomb. They do have quite the military though, and we now have Athens, annex that. We now just need to go for Argos. And next, technology. So what do we go for? Mobile tactics, which would, if I upgrade my infantry, massively increase our strength, and also doesn't cost any aluminium. There's the internet and globalization. Now I'm not sure I want to go. I could go for robotics for nanotechnology. Honestly, I'm going to go for the internet, because if we can like really push tourism, we might even be able to win this time. And then I think I'll do like an epilogue afterwards, maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. They also do have now 4 citizens, but you know, that's the thing about dropping a nuclear bomb on somewhere. It's not going to have many people left. Now, we do need to slightly deal with hussars here, but they're quite weak. We can do a safe attack on Argos here, though I wouldn't honestly recommend it, but... Are you right there? I think it got a bit confused there. And our land ship can just steamroll these guys. Oh, and it has an extra go after that. It can't attack during that, but it can move a bit more forward. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like we could take it, and I think we would need a navy to go after their other islands, but they might just capitulate and give me a city anyway. Here's hoping, but I'm not planning on any of that. I just sort of want to stop such a barrier in between my cities. Oh, also getting open borders with Brazil. Very useful for going through the territory that I actually gave them. I forgot about that. Which, I mean, things seem alright right now. They're still asking for open borders, so it should be alright. It's just that they don't want to associate themselves that much with me, because I'm quite infamous, I suppose. They are mainly targeting the land ship. It's sort of built to be a tank. Yeah, people with a point of 6 by a country mile. Me. Athens and my capital's been done. Sheepmen in my capital, and in central in my capital. I don't think... yeah, there's still a barrier between New Rome and the capital, but... And you guys go for observatory, I suppose. And you guys can take it if you want. You can. I think that sort of glitches out a bit. Ah, there we go, got it. And annex that city as well. And just like that, we have the Indian subcontinent. Beautiful. Are you wanting peace? Nope. Okay, well... Argos, I mean, once we get your courthouse sorted, we have to name you something to do with the store. Other supermarket brands are available, I just found that funny. Athens, what could that be? I mean, it could be Test 2, but I feel like that's a bit unoriginal. I know it's nothing really to do with our channel, or anyone within our network, I suppose, but Athens, sure. Plus also, now that I've nuked it, it is basically Ash. If you haven't heard of Athens, there's a guy on the internet that reviews tat, but it's far more interesting than it sounds. By guy on the internet, that makes me sound really old, weirdly, but I just mean like on YouTube. I don't know what I'm gonna do now, because I could move my guys onto here. It's gonna be a bit of a hassle, and I'm imagining they've got quite the navy. Let's use Tesco's as a staging ground. Don't think you ever heard that before. Bismarck has entered the modern era. To be fair, we haven't really got any good rival in terms of technology, culture, like anything basically. Yeah, whatever, go away. Also, CN Tower is just about to come in. I want to see what happens here. It's going to be a massive... I mean, I think it's mainly tourism. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. 34, plus 34% tourism from broadcast hours, but there's going to be a broadcast hour in every city. It's like 318 right now are tourism. Now what's it up to?
Nothing travels faster than the speed
Plus
of
1
light.
population in the city and plus 1 happiness in the city as well.
Which obeys its own special laws.
So, Douglas Adams quote. So this is just awesome all round. 353? Oh, that's a bit underwhelming. Our culture must have increased quite a bit though, with broadcast hour in every city. Plus an extra person in every city as well. Plus happiness to compensate for the unhappiness that they would cause. And we are going to do our trade mission here for 3,000 gold and 30 influence. We now have 5,000 gold. We can do whatever the fuck we want with it. Hey, you fancy peace yet? Because I'd be willing to pay. No? well, I could just buy out all your closest allies or whatever, but you know, 29 influence there, done. Our ally now, just buying out allies left, right and centre. When it comes to, we might get diplomatic victory here actually, because we have 34 seats, and that increases every time you have a world leader proposal, and I'm just going to keep getting money to buy new allies, plus I still have 4,000 left from this, Jesus Christ. I mean, get a SS booster, why not? Have the aluminium for it. SS booster, there we go. Plus, do we have enough for another one? No, unfortunately not. But we can produce one in pay. University over here, and I don't know, we're kind of just doing all victories. I mean, conquest maybe not so much, but we are kind of conquering things. It's just I don't think we'd be able to do that fast enough. Factory here, sure, why not? Seeing as Greece is not willing to go for peace, I have to go attack them now. And the Navy's starting to attack me. That went very quickly. Okay, well let's see if we can power drop just to see what we're doing over here. I don't think we can really. Okay, so we'll have to go by sea once we've all healed up over here. Unless they offer me a trade, peace treaty before then. They are so fucked. Also, these guys are getting upgraded to a tank. And we have our great general over here, so they can lead the charge. You know what, I think we could still just push on and we'd be okay. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think there's a certain amount of turns you have to actually be at war to get peace. Also, ideology adopted. Germany adopted freedom, that's nice. There we go. So that's another person if we propose freedom again at some point. You're gonna have to give me something for that. Thank you. Okay, any more people that we could buy out? Yeah, again, oh Jesus, you're gonna have to make quite a bit. Wow, you are earning quite a bit of money, and I think that's just because I gave...
No.
I mean, 6? Seriously? Christ. Stingy fucker. Trading post has been destroyed. Arabia now ally of Kazil. I'll have to go fix that with money. I mean, it seems to be how most elections work these days, so... Just in the zeitgeist, isn't it? A city converted. How? Tesco's has converted to Islam. Oh well, I'm sure we'll be able to sort that soonish. But you just fuck off there. And you doubly fuck off now. There we go, I think that's their army over here mostly gone. Okay, I think we're just about ready to go overseas. Have to be careful not to get sniped though. Oh, and I've just fucked that up. Okay, well let's just send the bazooka out first. I should maybe send like some sort of naval unit to escort these guys, but whatever. Ooh! Of course, I've just got a bunch of money. I can just buy naval units, can't I? Buy them here. We'll buy them in a few places actually, because I don't think they can all fit in one place. Battleship. You guys buy what do you have money for? Fuck all. I'll have to wait then. Upton no. Cargo ship. Caroland. Just. I guess windmill. Sheriff, go for public school, and you guys go for, honestly, nuclear missile, just in case. Okay, so we are gonna have plenty of units here, even if a lot of them get taken out on the way. But hopefully, that battleship will be able to do its job and protect us. SS booster added to spaceship. There we go. Our first part of our spaceship is there. So really, I think next episode will be all about just what victory we can get, because I mean, we're doing culture here basically through our tourism, diplomatic victory around the corner virtually, especially if we keep getting loads of money, and I mean, we're not really doing conquest victory, but we are taking a lot of shit. It's just that there's a lot of places to take. And plus I don't want to attack Brazil or the Uruguay. And science victory, obviously building spaceship parts now, buying some of them. It will be interesting to see how this all unfolds. We can just sort of scope out what sort of navy we're dealing with. I think I've probably dealt with most of their military strength now. But you know, who knows. And they might just give us peace before this episode's over anyway, so that's still there. That's animated. Oh, I forgot, I need to fix that with money. Singapore election shenanigans. I think we're still okay there though. How much by 1? Yeah, I don't think so. And our battleship made its way out here. Just sort of scouting ahead. It looks like it's all clear from here. Ship there. Might be a bit burned there. The Great Bill. I guess the Pentagon if I'm upgrading any units. Workshop in Ohio. Good thing is they can only actually attack one place, so one unit. Can I buy another naval unit here? No, they cost too much. Actually, no they don't. I just can't buy there for some reason. I can buy here again though. Nuclear submarine, that would be good. Plus, doesn't show up for them, so they'd be really confused what's going on. Oh, they attacked. That was rocket artillery, but it's still standing strong. And then it pissed off somewhere. So I think we're alright. We should have plenty of navy to do this. We might not be able to take all of them, but to be honest, it is just sort of waiting, just sort of keeping the attack up on them and seeing if they crumble. Just quickly see, would you be willing to? The end is near. What is it you wish to speak about? Any of your cities, please. Like, let's just go for Pergamon, just as a bit of a. They agreed to that, and that's over. Where even is that? It's over here. But at least we have something over here that's sort of like Papua New Guinea, I think. And we're of course naming this Purgatory because it sounds too similar. And I am finishing the episode here. Next time, we might actually have our final episode. I might do a little epilogue after that, I'm not sure. And then that's the series. That's cool. And we could win in possibly 3 different ways. I mean, just very quickly look at this. Rising rapidly everywhere. Nearly influential in Brazil, China. Arabia's going to be a tough one to crack. Already influential in a lot of places. Greece, we're probably going to get more because we're taking out them now. And Indonesia, we're rising quite quickly there. And Ottomans, yeah, we might be able to get that. Also, as backup, there is just science stuff there. And other than that, I think it is about time. We just sort of carved through China. There's still got a little bit up there. But that is just... I should probably stop using nukes because they are really just not good for cities. Because like all the good bits of getting Athens, just like, well, it's wrecked for a while anyway. And the population is going down so much, it's sort of like, what's even the point then? But anyway, yeah, looking at victory, that's interesting. Also, diplomatic victory is very possible still, especially if things keep going the way they are, and we're at 34 at the moment. Delic's win is 48. Might be another episode still, I'm not sure. On the plus side, it didn't anger any of the city-states that I've now made peace with, so that's good. On the downside, this is all wasteland. Anyway, yeah, I'm Firebolt, and this has been Civilization 5, Part 29. Goodbye.